Hello, second grade artists. So since we learned about the warm and the cool colors last week, today we are going to start on a beautiful project that uses the warm and cool colors. So you can see my example right here. We're going to make this awesome sunset scene. And if you look, the entire top of the artwork here uses the warm colors for the sunset itself. And then on the bottom with the water, we use the cool colors. So what you need to get started on this today, we're not going to finish the whole thing today, we're just going to start. What you need is a piece of white paper. We're going to have it going horizontally. Grab a pencil and maybe an eraser. A material that you can draw in that's black. Now I have this little paint marker here. This is what we use in class. I obviously don't expect you to have that at home, but to go over your lines with black, I would either use a Sharpie or a black crayon. We're going to use watercolor on this project, so don't use a Crayola washable marker. It will wash away with the watercolor, so use something that is permanent. And then I also have crayons. We'll be adding some more color when we're done. So I want to start off by showing you how to draw the actual sunset scene. So we're going to start in the middle of the paper. We're going to draw the line for the water. And we're going to go all the way across. I drew it kind of wavy to help make it look like the water. All right, and then for the water, we want to divide it up into a couple different sections because we want it to look as though we have different spaces so that we can include some different cool colors down here. So you can divide that up however you want to. Don't make any of the spaces too small. So I am going to do something that looks just like this. All right, so above the line for the water, we're going to draw a nice big half circle for the sun. And then out of the sun, we are going to draw the rays. Now I am going to do some straight lines coming out, but if you'd like to do some wiggly lines, that is obviously something that you can do too. All right, not too bad, right everybody? So you should have your sunset done. At this point, you can put your pencil down. We actually don't need that anymore at the moment. And you wanna go over your lines with your permanent black material. So again, you can use crayon because that will hold up to watercolor. That's a really good choice. Or if you have a black Sharpie, you can go over those lines as well. I am going to use the material that we use in class. So I'm gonna go ahead and outline everything and I'll catch up with you guys in just a second. All right, everyone, so once you've gone over your image with black, we are going to grab our warm and cool colors. I'm gonna divide these up really quick. Divide the crayons up into warm. I've got a lot of warm and also into our cool. Actually, I'm gonna move this one over here because it's more purple. All right. So we are going to add a little bit of color to our sunsets before we paint them. So we have all of these different spaces that we're going to designate as, let's see here, the top is going to be warm, everything with the sun is warm, and everything down here is cool. So I'm going to start with my warm colors first, put the cool colors off to the side. So I'm going to decorate each of my warm spaces with some lines. Now this can be super simple. So I'm gonna do some wiggly lines up here in the sun's rays. All right. So this just adds something fun and extra. We'll be able to see these lines under our watercolor painting. All right, and then I think for the other ones, I'm gonna do some yellow because I can see myself painting these orange and yellow. All right, and how about in the sun? I'm gonna do a nice big swirl. Okay, there we go. So I'm gonna pull my cool colors out next because I want to decorate the water a little bit as well. So you can do a different decoration or you can do the same. I'm gonna do some lines in my cool colors down here. All right, let's get some blue in there then. All right. Okay, so stop at this point this week. We will paint our beautiful sunsets together next week. Great job, everybody.